Hey guys, what's going on? Okay, she's back finally. Yeah,
Hey, sorry guys.
been a while.
I got hurt back in June and I'm
Yeah, so
still not myself. So anyway,
yeah, she has to take some time off. It's just difficult to get a day during the week for to get these videos done. Anyway, so pray for her if you want her to keep showing up, so that way she can.
pray for me
Right,
anyway,
yeah.
whether
Well,
you
and
want
if
me
you
to
feel,
show up or
well,
not.
yeah, but if you feel better, then you'll be more willing to do the videos.
Yeah.
So, anyway, all right. So, we have a different artist for you today. Ugh, I don't know why you do that every time, but,
I'm not excited.
well, you're going to like this song. So, Kendrick Lamar, this is off his brand new album. So, you guys have all heard this song, I'm sure, if you're clicking. Now, what's with the attitude?
Um,
You don't know, you've never heard him, so why do you have an opinion either way
I've
right now?
heard your little shorts
Right.
and all that on him,
Okay. Well,
so
that's not
I'm not
anything to go. That's
impressed.
not anything to go on. It's short. I mean, so
I'm
you've
not
heard
impressed.
snippets of Tupac too before you actually listened to him. So, and you wouldn't have thought that of him either. So,
Well,
right.
well.
All right. So first of all, you see the name of the song.
Reincarnated.
Okay. So,
Oh, Lord. What does that even mean?
well, you know
Was
what
he
rein.
reincarnated
All
from
right. So,
bad to worse,
all right. Well,
bad to good,
when
good to
everybody
bad?
sees your turnaround towards the end of this video, they're gonna remember all this that you said to begin with. But anyway, all right, guys, we're gonna get into it. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Let's do
Uh,
it.
okay. So the first two verses, you're not gonna have any clue why I wanted you to hear this. It's gonna come in the third verse when something. It's gonna be a twist to the whole song,
All right,
basically.
just let it
Well, I
play.
got to stop it after each verse for copyright reasons, at least. So, but anyway, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so I got the.
Yay, Kendrick.
Tu mirada, la noche tú y yo.
Yeah.
I got this fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to be. I'm shedding skin. Every day a new version of me. A third of me demented, cemented in pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends. I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation. I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the real and fake. Cynical about the judgment day. I did past life progression last year and it fucked me up. Reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus. Body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947. My father kicked me out the house cause I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't care about his influence, only loved what I was doing. Gifted as a musician, I play guitar on the grand level. The most talented where I'm from, but I had to rebel. And so I'm off in the sunset, searching for my place in the world. With my guitar up on my hip, that's the story unfurled. I found myself with a pocket full of money and a whole lot of respect. While the record business love me, I was head of rhythm and blues. The women that fell to their feet, so many to choose. But I manipulated power as I lied to the masses. Died with my money, gluttony was too attractive. Reincarnated.
So, what do you think of his flow that he's flowing in right there? I'm trying to lead you to say something.
I don't feel it.
Okay, so his flow is exactly like Tupac's.
Tupac.
Did
I
you
knew
notice
you were
that?
going to say that.
Okay. So this is a Tupac beat, by the way. This beat, it's a song of his, not one that you've heard, but the beat itself just sounds like a Tupac beat anyway. But it is officially a Tupac beat. So he took Tupac's beat. Tupac is his inspiration, by the way.
Okay.
He's from the West Coast, Compton, so Tupac is one of his idols. I mean, so he does nothing. You are not happy with this at all.
Not yet.
Okay. So anyway, all right. There are hints to the twist at the end in here. A few of the lyrics. So obviously he's talking about reincarnation. 1947. Obviously he wasn't born in
Was it
1947.
the dad born? Because he mentioned his dad.
So right, but he's not Kendrick Lamar at this point. He's the reincarnation of a singer. I don't know exactly who, but a guy, I believe what people have said, John Lee Hooker. Have you ever heard that name? Mm-hmm. So anyway, he was a rhythm and blues singer. Okay. So that's who he's talking about here, and just the struggles that this musician went through, like dealing with women, stuff like that. Okay. So anyway, now remember the line about the father that I had problem kicked out of the house? Okay, yeah. Just hold on to that one. Okay. So he's telling a story, so it's gonna all make sense at the end. There was something else I wanted.
He sounds so angry.
Right, but that's a Tupac flow. That's how Tupac rapped on this particular beat. So you haven't really heard Tupac rap in this way, other than the one song where he was going after everybody. So yeah, I wasn't sure if you would pick up on that or not. And also Reincarnated, of course, is him embodying Tupac as well, obviously, on the Tupac.
Well, he's just a copycat.
No, it's all about tribute.
Okay.
It's not done in any kind of disrespect, of course. All right, this right here. The most talented where I'm from, okay, but I had to rebel, all right? Okay. Just remember that. All right, that's it. That's all I'm going to point out. Okay. We'll go to the second verse now. Now, the second verse is going to throw you a little bit. So, but like I say, it's all going to make sense at the end. Okay. All right, so let's...
As a black woman in the children's circuit, seductive vocalist as the promoter hit the curtains. My voice was angelic, straight from heaven. The crowd sobbed. A musical genius, what the articles emphasized. Had everything I wanted, but I couldn't escape addiction. Heroin needles had me in fetal position, restricted. Turned on my family, I went wherever cameras be. Cocaine, no private planes for my insanity. Self-indulged, discipline never been my sentiments. I needed drugs. To me, an 8-ball was like penicillin. Fuck love. My happiness was in that brown sugar. Sex and melodies gave me hope when nobody's looking. My first assistant was a small town scholar. Never did a quaalude till I got myself around her. My daddy looked the other way. He saw sin in me. I died with syringes pinched in me. Reincarnated.
So, an odd choice, right? To say he was a past life as a woman?
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, it's all going to make sense. Okay. So, all right. Now, also, okay, again, I don't know for sure, but the two that people have said that he might be talking about here is Billie Holiday.
I knew, I was going to say Billie Holiday.
So, yeah, I don't know anything about her, but the Chitlin Circuit was a place for black artists way back when, of course, they weren't allowed to be in white clubs and everything. So, also, I've heard a singer named Dinah Washington. You ever heard of her at all? She was another, I don't know what time period she was in.
Maybe, yes.
So, yeah. I don't know if she died similarly, drug overdose. So, yeah, Billie Holiday did, though, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right. So, there we go.
Billie Holiday was messed up.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyway. All right. So, just talking about the downfall of a musician. Well, the downfall of both of these musicians that he's mentioned, they had a very tortured and struggled life, okay? And their price of fame came, or the fame came with a big price. They were, okay, just wait.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
It's all gonna tie together.
Okay.
My present life is Kendrick Lamar, a rapper looking at the lyrics to keep one up. The only factor I respected was raising the bar. My instincts sent material straight to the charts. My father kicked me out the house, I finally forgive him. I'm old enough to understand the way I was living. Ego and pride had me looking at him with resentment. I close my eyes, hoping that I don't come off contentious. I'm yelling, Father, did I finally get it right? Everything I did was selfless. I spoke freely when the people needed me, I helped them. I didn't gloat, even told them no when the freshly body when the money changed. Son, you do well, but your heart is closed. I can tell residue that linger from your past creates itself. Father, I'm not perfect, I got urges, but I hold them down. But your pride has to die. Okay, Father, show me how. Tell me every deed that you done and what you do it for. I kept 100 institutions paid. Okay, tell me more. I put 100 hoods on one stage. Okay, tell me more. I'm trying to push peace in LA. But you love war. No, I don't. Oh, yes, you do. Okay, then tell me the truth. Every individual is only a version of you. How can they forgive when there's no forgiveness in your heart? I can tell you where I'm going. I can tell you who you are. You fell out of heaven cause you was anxious. Didn't like authority, only searched to be heinous. Isaiah 14 was the only thing that was relevant. Greatest music director was you. It was colors, it was pinks, it was reds, it was blues, it was harmony and emotion. I sent you down to earth cause you was broken. Rehabilitation, not psychosis. But now we here now. Centuries you manipulated man with music. Embodied you as superstars to see how you moving. You came a long way from garnishing evilish views. And all I ever wanted from you was love and approval. I learned a lot, no more putting these people in fear. The more that word is diminished, the more it's not real. The more light that I can capture, the more I can feel. I'm using words for inspiration as an ideal. So can you promise that you won't take your gifts for granted? I promise that I use my gifts to bring understanding. For heavy man, woman, and child, how much can you vow? I found my life just to live one in harmony now. You crushed a lot of people keeping their thoughts in captivity. And I'm ashamed that I ever created that enemy. But let's rejoice where we at. I rewrote the devil's story just to take our power back. Reincarnated.
Okay. So,
Whoa.
the twist.
The twist.
Yeah. All right. Now, it's still kind of confusing on some parts, right? What are you, go ahead. Just say what you're thinking.
Okay, so the father
Yes, was
is
the actual
Christ,
father.
yeah, God.
Yes.
So he was Lucifer, he kicked him out.
Of the house, the
Yep,
rebel,
yep,
Lucifer. Yeah.
yep, kicked him out. And
Yeah.
then, okay, wait, I had it in my head. He was reincarnated. In other words, he turned good
So
or not.
it's the devil taking control of all these artists. The first one, the woman.
Okay,
So it's
yeah.
not him saying he was a woman in a past life.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I get that.
So
I
yes,
get
it was
that.
the devil taking control of that woman's life, of the first guy's life, John Lee Hooker, and he's admitting that at some point, not that probably he took control of his life, but he has been influenced.
Demons,
Yes, of course.
We all
of
have.
course.
We all
Lucifer
tempted.
influences us all at some point, you know,
all
day
the time
long.
he
Yeah.
tries,
So yeah. But anyway, all right. So we're gonna listen to this verse again. But now that you know, a lot of the first lines will make, not the whole thing, but just this last verse, it'll make more sense now, knowing that it's Lucifer that he was talking about
I caught that real quick.
Well, when it said
When
you fell out of
said
heaven,
yeah,
of
like,
course. So
he's
yeah.
Satan.
Yeah. So, but anyway, there's a few lines we'll
It's
talk
Jimmy
about.
Reincarnated.
Hear that guitar.
My present life is Kendrick Lamar, a rapper looking at the lyrics to keep you in awe. The only factor I respected was raising the bar. My instincts sent material straight to the charts. My father kicked me out the house, I finally forgive him. I'm old enough to understand the way I was.
So I think he also had a problem with his father as a young man, that he did get kicked out of the house himself.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think, I'm not sure. You can correct me on that, guys, if I'm wrong. But I've heard some people say that. But anyway, all right, let's keep
living. Ego and pride had me looking at him with resentment. I close my eyes, hoping that I don't come off contentious. I'm yelling, Father, did I finally get it right?
All right, so this whole thing here,
That's present. I mean, not present,
right.
but
yeah.
but
So of course,
him.
yes, okay. So you got that. This is him asking God himself, "Hey, have I gotten it right? Am I doing better?" And it's also at the very end. The last line was, "I rewrote the devil's story to take our power back." So he's basically saying that Satan also has kind of looked for love and approval from God ever since he sent him down to earth, banished him from heaven, and he continues to take control of these artists to manipulate them over and over and over, and he's asking him, did I get it right? So you can kind of take it for both of them saying that as well, if you want. And I wouldn't say that if it wasn't for the last line of the song, I rewrote the devil's story. So he's making it to where he rewrote the story of Satan from being pure evil, from somewhat wanting to be accepted from God himself still.
Of course,
that's not true, but he rewrote the story. So yeah, so let's keep going.
Think I did was selfless. I spoke freely when the people needed me. I helped them. I didn't glut, even told them no when the vultures came. Took control of my fleshly body when the money changed. Son, you do well, but your heart is closed. I can tell residue that linger from your past creates itself. Father, I'm not perfect. I got urges, but I hold them down. But your pride has to die. Okay, Father, show me how. Tell me.
So this back and forth here. So few people have done this, but people, Tupac never really had a conversation with God or anything he said stuff about him, but he never went the back and forth route. So this is an homage, and I haven't heard a lot of people say this, but DMX, who you've heard me mention, my favorite artist, he did this constantly in his songs. He had conversations with God.
Struggling.
Yes, but he would be God talking in a flow, rapping. He would be himself going back and forth. He also had songs where he did this with the devil as well. He rapped as the devil. He'd rap as himself. So this is a tribute to DMX more than anybody. This part here, where he's going back and forth with God like this. So
how old is he?
He's 37, I think.
He looks young.
Well, that could be an older picture too.
I don't know.
That's pretty much what he looked like now. But yeah, he's 37, I believe, right now. So anyway, all right. And this whole thing, I put 100 Hoods on stage. He brought the Bloods and Crips and everybody together when he did a show in LA, the different gangs. And he's trying to unite gangs in LA. So does that sound like anybody?
Tupac.
Exactly.
That's my man, Tupac.
Yeah. So Tupac is everything to him. So
he is to me too.
So yeah, but so anyway, all right, let's keep letting it play, and I'll point out a few lines here that are just interesting.
Every deed that you done and what you do it for. I kept 100 institutions paid. Okay, tell me more. I put 100 hoods on one stage. Okay, tell me more. I'm trying to push peace in LA. But you love war. No, I don't. Oh, yes, you do. Okay, then.
Okay, that line, if you're a Kendrick fan, then you just know how perfect that is. I'm trying to push peace in LA, but you love war. No, I don't. Oh, yes, you do. Because he is all about peace. He's all about spiritual growth and everything, but he absolutely destroyed a rapper's career this year. Drake, you remember.
Yeah.
So he does love war. Also, he does. He wants to be peaceful. He wants to be nice. He wants to be. Yeah, there's something there that, yes, but he will attack if he's provoked, and also there's a part of him that likes that, to do that as well. So his whole thing is about duality, good and evil, constant struggle between being bad and good. That's what this whole album was about, basically. Okay. This album was fantastic, by the way. I've listened to it several times, but anyway, this was the best song on there. So okay. Yeah, all right, we're almost done. All so right. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys.
All right, but anyway, let's keep going. So, all right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me the truth. Every individual is only a version of you. How can they forgive when there's no forgiveness in your heart? I can tell you where I'm going. I can tell you who you are. You fell out of heaven because you was anxious. Didn't like authority, only searched to be heinous.
So that there. So that's him saying, I can tell you where I'm going. I'm going to do better. That's him. But then God is telling him, I can tell you who you are because you're following the devil's plan for you, not mine, basically. Yeah. Because you're under his control, not control necessarily, but influence, kind of. Yeah, as we all are, basically. But anyway, so just brilliant storytelling.
Now I have to
Yeah.
admit,
Well, when you saw the "Fell Out of Heaven" line,
yeah,
that changed
I knew,
your
and I
whole.
knew what it was about.
That changed your
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
thoughts on the song. God, I hope people watch all the way through because they're going to be upset with you at the beginning for not
Well,
liking
maybe they'll
this.
watch it.
I hope. But anyway, all right. Here we
Y'all
go.
watch the
14
whole
was the only
thing.
thing that was prevalent. My greatest music director was you. It was colors, it was pinks, it was reds, it was blues, it was harmony and emotion. I sent you down to earth cause you was broken. Rehabilitation, not psychosis, but now we here now. Centuries you manipulated man with music. Embodied you as superstars to see how you moving. You came a long way from garnishing evilish views. And all I ever wanted from you was love and approval. I learned a lot, no more putting these people in fear. The more that word is diminished, the more...
Now that's him talking again.
Yeah.
See, you can
Yeah.
see when
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of both. You could say, I guess, but more so when he's like trying to repent. It's definitely more
Yeah.
so him, of course.
It's not real. The more light that I can capture, the more I can feel. I'm using words for inspiration as an ideal. So can you promise that you won't take your gifts for granted? I promise that I use my gifts to bring understanding. For heavy man, woman, and child, how much can you vow? I found my life just to live one in harmony now.
So that's, of course, him
Him
saying,
saying
moving
that.
forward, I'm going to do better. I want to be an inspiration.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and
I'll
it's
try.
it's a process because there's already
it's
people that
already-
that he
yeah.
might be going after again. So, but that's the great thing. That's the very interesting thing about him. So anyway, let's see.
You crushed a lot of people, keeping their thoughts in captivity. And I'm ashamed that I ever created that enemy. And let's rejoice where we at. I rewrote the devil's story just to take our power back. Incarnated.
So
That's the end.
that's the end. And you
Oh,
noticed
wow.
he didn't say reincarnated that time. He said carnated.
Carnated.
I don't know what carnated itself, just
I
still,
don't
just
know.
constant, I guess, instead of changing. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, of course, he ended the other two verses reincarnated, because he's coming back again as
Yeah.
something else. But that time it was kind of
Carnated.
a finality. So, yeah, what?
Could just mean that I'm here to stay.
Right, to stay. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. It's permanent now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of changing like it has been. But and also I rewrote the devil's story to take our power back. Could just be meaning him winning out, defeating the devil, influence in his life as well. I think so. But anyway. So,
Well, okay, I liked it better
yeah, than you did at first.
than I did
Right.
at first.
Yeah. Okay.
Tupac's still my man,
Oh, okay.
and but
I don't expect
I
you.
understood
Yeah.
it. I don't. His he just was so angry and
Well,
whatever. But that's fine.
he's
I mean,
talking
that's
as the devil. too.
right, right.
So,
So
you know.
it wasn't as bad as I thought. It was better than I thought.
So what would be what you rated it at first? About a 5 or so? 4?
4,
Okay, what would you end it with then? What did it turn into for you?
7,
Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah.
7.
So not a great.
Not a great up there, but not bad. I mean, I'm old, so I don't all this rap stuff. You know how I am with that,
But I mean, you.
but I'm listening, and I do understand rap a little bit more because it is a meaning to it.
Yeah.
It's meaningful.
Has a
It's
deep
a
one.
life. It's their life.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it kind of cool.
Yeah.
Really.
So, and anything about religious type stuff, you like that?
Spiritual
Yeah,
stuff,
mhm.
yeah. I like
Yeah,
that.
so do I. I mean, but
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I figured you'd appreciate the
I did
ending,
appreciate
the
that.
twist
Yeah,
completely, because
yeah.
I know during that second verse you were like, "What the hell?"
I was like,
I was
I
too.
ain't into this.
I was too.
Cut it,
Yeah.
cut it.
Yeah.
I'm out.
The reincarnation of a woman.
Yeah,
that
well,
was strange.
no, I knew that was
Okay.
something.
Well, I did.
Maybe
I
she
was.
does.
Yeah. I was wondering what that was, but I knew it had some. It was something was gonna bring it all together to make sense.
Yeah, I
so-
didn't think that he was
Okay.
talking about being a
I didn't
woman
either, really. I just
before.
didn't know where it was going.
No,
You know.
I knew he was portraying
Yeah.
a woman, but not as himself.
Yeah, he's just talking about her life.
Yeah.
Well, just the fact that it's called Reincarnated.
Yeah.
But Reincarnated, for one, means Tupac, the flow and everything. He's constantly said that Tupac came to him in a dream, telling him to keep going and everything like that.
I wish Tupac would come to me in a dream.
Yeah, probably for a very different reason, but anyway. So yeah, but anyway, so yeah, and he's said before that he just tries to be an inspiration to people like Tupac was and still is today, of course.
He can keep trying.
Well, no, he's not Tupac.
No.
I mean, so, but he's
No.
not saying he is either.
No,
But,
I'm glad he's
yeah.
inspired by Tupac.
So,
That's good.
but,
She is eating.
hey, okay, all right, well, let's end it.
All right,
Yeah.
guys.
All
I'm
right.
out. I got to get my dog. She's eating her stuff.
All right, guys.
Animals.
All right, thanks for watching. All right, guys, if you're here at the end, obviously you watched all the way through, and I cannot thank you enough. I appreciate it. That goes a long way in helping these videos and the channel in general get out in the algorithm. So please like, share, comment, subscribe. That helps even more. I love you guys. Stay safe out there. Be careful. God first, as always. Thanks to God, Yahusha. Without him, nothing is possible. But anyway, blessings on each and every one of you guys.